Let's see what this does. With haste. Song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
Nice name. Wonder if it's a music box or something.
If we can find it, perhaps we can use it to destroy Ketheric.
First, we have to find it, and I suspect he keeps it very, very well hidden.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles, but they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
A seat that has seen many occupants, none of their own volition, and none in comfort. Carved into the bench's rotted surface are strange, half-faded sigils. A magic circle of some kind, thick with darkness and decay.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so tainted. It's inert, if that's what you mean. It still reeks of the Shadow Weave. And its polluting magic will continue to escape for as long as it lies abandoned here. The sigils are written in a curious mix of tongues. Ancient Kalashite, Netherese, something else I can't quite make out. If I'm reading it correctly, it was used in the creation of moon lanterns. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mystra's eyes may be upon me. She'd forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably. Some room, then, if you please.
It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether.
Bad for a wizard who slept through his Kalashite lessons, eh? Did you feel that? If I wasn't surrounded on all sides by the darkness of the Shadow-cursed lands, I'd think it was Mystra herself brushing against my skin. That's Mystra's power for you. Where there's even a trace of magic, she will be there to bring it to life. There's clearly some magic in you if you were able to sense her presence. But I think I felt something stronger. She's left some tiny part of herself to watch over me, I think. A boon to help us reach the heart of the Absolute in one piece. True enough. And somehow I doubt that's an order Mystra will be willing to rescind, no matter how many times I impress her. The stakes are simply too high. Strange, though. She would reward me for such a service now. She's hardly been forthcoming on that front since my banishment. Perhaps I'm overthinking things. A blessing's a blessing, and this one should come in most useful.
Let's move. Time to press ahead.
Go. Symbol.
No one stopped me yet. If not over, then through.
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar. Do you take me for a teething pup? Get that out of my face. Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells happy, safe. I've not scented such a thing since I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here? Good. Death itself cannot release you from that duty. Now be about your business, whatever it is. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The General once smelled that way, when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember, but he brought me back. I will not fail him again.
That might be worth a look.
Watch your back. Let's crack it open.
A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much. Here goes nothing. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Take on the Apostle's form? What in the hells is Ketheric planning?
Yes, soldier. You'd be the first of the General's soldiers brave enough to try. All right, that's enough.
I'll give it a shot. Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. I do not peddle. I put weapons in worthy hands. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place.
Calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, Trousseau. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
Maybe we will send you back to the war camp.
No! Mig! Don't blame me for wanting to stick.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Big! In walls above! Maybe whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But Mig banned. Not allowed to pet gnolls. You find meat? You share. These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunately, the more ignorant here refuse to use it. Fluffers, they call me. Idiots. Do not push your own cowardice upon me. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Lies, it merely pretends. But I'm a patient hunter. I will wait for it to stir, and then I will strike. Now I must return to my prey. It has been too long since it felt the bite of fear.
Need to find a way forward.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Please. You think someone in my line of work wouldn't recognize a vampire spawn when they see one? I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your vampiric friend.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Ugh, can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
All right. Thank you. It's still a no, I'm afraid.
How very disappointing.
Thank you. I appreciated that. So this is the abode of our dear Absolute. It's about as cheerful as expected.
Interesting.
This is the seat of the Absolute's power. Whatever the heart is, it's connected to this place somehow. I must find out. Alas, no. The charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth indulging our curiosity.
We're in the belly of the beast now. Try not to do anything too heroic. You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. Thank the gods. And I do, every day.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
Never wanted the easy path. Living flesh. Or some residue of it. Perhaps something nests in the rafters above.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. now. How can I help you? I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gifts the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, as you wish. A little advice. Should you seek an audience with her, steel yourself. To be remade, we must be willing to suffer. You ascend the tower as a true soul, and return as something more. If you return at all.
She belongs to everyone. That's the point.
Moving in.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hell's... Oh no, not again.
It's a trap.
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Let me try it next time. Look fun.
The tentacle pulses within the wall, waiting.
What's up for discussion?
Shh! You loud! Clumsy! Being... telling... Tell me.
but oh, taste! Blech! No! Make stick to full flesh. Nice and sweet.
On my way.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate enough to try anything.
All's well here. The cargo from below has already been taken to the docks.
Be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially sobby today.
Seems simple enough.
Plant one foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight. Make them fear you.
A new face. Do as the warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine.
Wish I had a bag of holding. I should speak up.
Did you request this post too? I'm glad I got the warden and not Zarel. Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you. The warden won't like that.
At the ready.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff?
He made it? He's all right?
Told you. He's too stubborn to die.
If you're not at the Absolute's beck and call, why are you here?
Gnomes next door are up to something. They've been whispering like mad.
Whatever it is, we're in. Don't leave us in here.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthasar's attention only. Reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in. I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
Get us out of here, before the necromancer comes back. Please.
I need a quick word.
There must be a way out of here. Please. I don't want to end up on some necromancer's slab.
Hey, you were in the grove, right? Please, have you seen Bex? Dark hair, golden eyes. Is she in another cell? Is she all right? She got away. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I was sure the curse. Look, tell her to go to Baldur's Gate. I'll meet her there.
That is the plan.
There's something evil here.
It's Roland below. He's probably holed up somewhere, trying to burst in.
Breathe. I've got you.
Unless this evil can get us out of here, I don't want to hear about it. You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? The Absolute thinks she's got you by the scruff of the neck. But it's the other way around, isn't it? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wulbren. We've got a plan, for us and the Tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gale, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
Can you hear it crying? The stone. It's broken.
Whatever Wulbren says, do it. He's the only one that can get us out of here. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell pit.
I know. Side if it comes to that.
We won't. Not now.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the Warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthasar himself. Stay on my good side.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority. My, they are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Cleric, and one of the Absolute's favored.
His necromancy is second only to the general's. It is an honor to serve him. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that.
You remind me a little of the Warden. Such gravitas.
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
These boots have seen everything.
Don't be shy. Phew.
Is that blood? No, never mind. One day I'll catch a break.
Go. Let me work my magic. Let's go. Let's explore.
Well, well, well.
I must make it to Baldur's Gate. I must.
Da da da. Where to?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Through the dark, until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders. And they'll have it once we know they're free from infection. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
With haste.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two Tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it? If it was anyone else, I'd be skeptical. But you've more than earned the title.
You should have seen her. She was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see, well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
Why are you smiling at me?
I'm just glad you're safe.
Uh-huh.
Why did you rush those cultists? You should have run away!
Should we have let them kill everyone?
That is not what I said!
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I thought my entire family was dead!
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Humble too? Imagine that.
She has no cause to be humble. She brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. They'll leave soon?
Thank you. I never thought I'd see these two again. It's good to be back.
Preparing to march, I wager.
I'm not the best at showing it, but I love Cal and Roland to death. They're family. Thank you for bringing us back together.
I'm fine.
There you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why? You did? But that means... Wulbren! Wulbren! Where is he?
I'm just glad you're safe.
Yeah.
Ah! Wulbren!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkas?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkas?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this... helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbren.
You don't belong here, Barkas. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbren... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Well, there we have it. Wulbren is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised. I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. Well, perhaps Wulbren is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
I'm just glad you're safe.
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place. You've got to take the fight to them.
The towers were here. Soot, sulfur, limestone, dusted all over. Signature.
We're bruised, battered, but we're together again. You damn well brought them back. I'm glad it was you who walked through that door. Thank you.
Things in Moonrise were... bad. Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
Anything happened while I was away?
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter at least. Did you learn anything more? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Cleric has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers.
but I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else? The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else?
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do. So, shall we go for a walk?
Anywhere, my love. I go where you go.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I owe you my life. That's not a debt I'll soon forget. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing Danis back to me. I really don't know what I'd do without him.
You did well to help those people escape Ketheric. Every soul saved is a blessing, and you're raining them upon us. Like most things in life. My thanks to your team. You work well together. Almost laughable that he sees himself fit to judge anyone. Did you learn anything about how we might defeat him? That's incredible news. I won't ask for the specifics as to how you uncovered that, but I'm grateful you've done whatever it takes. I can't believe there's an end in sight. Thank you.